stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Rick.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job on the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now. Really
got a little grass. Inside the touchdown, Aggie. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. The returner will field it and bring it back. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. To throw, Manning. Going for a big play right off the bat. Snags it down the right side. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Wingo. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Here's Arch to throw. Going for 6. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They just keep firing. Going for it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Under fire. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Reed. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like, stopping the run game. Like, they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Throwing Reed. Got a man. It's Kramer. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Right on the money. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Now here's Reed. Runs through the tackle. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Running inside, it's Edwards. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and You know, they wear their great outfits that you love to watch, but these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Bringing the heat. Working that left side now. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He makes the stop, and they'll have it in the red zone after converting on 4th down. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. On the move from inside his 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Oh, they're after him. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You got to keep going.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Aggies. What a play, not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And so far, he looks a little bit rattled at the quarterback spot. Just not settled in, not fully comfortable. And you got to say the defense has done good, and they have taken away what they've wanted to do so far. But he's got to find some answers in this offense. Find some guys, find some matchups that he wants to explore.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the right. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Escapes the pressure going right. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Pressure coming. Makes a catch.
On that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Rebels have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires on the move. Into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Makes the grab for the 2.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Might as well stick with him. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Reed. Here's a heat. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
Finds a little space. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. A&M comes back out with another first down. Leaves it with the back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Aggies. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And with the extra point, they stretched the lead to 13. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And He punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. So he heads out of bounds, and with that return, we'll wrap up the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Fires to the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that throw. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit, because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Rush is on him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gonna run it. It's Owens. There he goes. Got enough for the first. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball.
There's some room. Quick step and go. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Gill. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man in the middle. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here's Reed to throw. Going for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Open space at the 25. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the line. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. Just feeds the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Texas A&M going up tempo. On the move, it's Owens. There's a crease. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And the Aggies look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. Turning it on. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. Rebels offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Unloads to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center.